We talked earlier in the week about the periodization. There was kind of the physical periodization and then the tactical. You mentioned that the physical you felt very comfortable with how where the guys were at. In terms of the tactical, where do you think the team is, and how close do you think the guys are to playing as ideal as they can?
Well, it's very, very difficult, to instill this type of system. It takes years for so even the highest level teams, and they're keeping players for 3, 4, 5 year contracts. So, for as well as we've done over a very short period of time, I'm very impressed. I do think there's going to be a process here. Do I expect that we may make some mistakes? Yes, but I think that we're developing players, not only for Phoenix Rising's future, but also for U.S. soccer, and in the end, it's really about developing, making players better, putting them in an environment that they can succeed and grow and learn and move on to the MLS and hopefully the national team. So, and getting to play against a team like San Antonio on the road with that kind of a crowd, it's perfect. It's exactly where we want to start.
Well, on that, you guys opening on the road against a very good San Antonio team, how much do you like that as a coach as opposed to opening a season at home or opening as a season against a club that may not be as good on paper?
Well, it's always nice to open at home. It's uh, having the crowd behind you after a really tough preseason gives you that extra energy. But I think going on the road and against a very good team, it's going to test our concentration immediately, and it's going to set the tone for the season. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to learn a lot about ourselves. We know it'll be difficult, we know it'll be a challenge. They're very good, they're very organized, a lot of talented players, and we're going to have to be our best in order to get a result.
I guess when you go in a situation where historically the team doesn't do well, how do you get the current team prepared to play in such a harsh environment?
Well, there's a benefit here to opening on the road, and like I just said, you love to open at home, but because it's a very good team in a very harsh environment, and it's the first game of the year for 2019 for us, it's an opportunity for the players to really come together, to really be focused. Um, Everybody puts their best foot forward at the beginning, and you only get that chance once. So I think the players know what my expectations are, what that is of the staff, and we've done a lot this preseason about culture and history and what we want to grow up and be someday, and what our expectations are for the club, and they get to set the tone right off the bat in the most harsh environment. And what we've done in the past doesn't matter. It's a new season. People are talking about what we did last year and getting to the USL Cup final, being a great team, and whether we reloaded or whatever we've done, it doesn't mean anything. It's about what happens on the field this Saturday. That's all we can concentrate on.